Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the Carter Hour. Wow, I haven't done a video in probably a year. Um, Life has been really busy. So today I wanted to do a video because of the fact of an issue that I'm having. As you can see, my rack looks like shit back there. And the reason I'm doing this video today is because behind you, you see tore apart, is my Synology. The 1815 Plus with the so-called C2000 Intel bug. Well, this was my worst nightmare when I found out that, the Atom processors had these issues. However, here's the weird thing, is that I kept getting, after I did the update 4, we're talking, I think it was like 6.1.2 update 4. I'd have to really look it up to tell you, but when I did the update, my Synology started having problems. So essentially, when I did the update, and the update didn't even reboot the unit, it was stuck in a boot loop. So I went ahead and shut it down, and I've had this happen to me one other time with one other update, where it didn't restart itself. It just sat there. So what I did was I depowered it, powered it back on, and went through, everything was fine. Then a couple days later, I started getting all these improper shutdowns, and it would recover itself. But then 20 minutes later, improper shutdown, recover itself. Then all of a sudden, improper shutdown, it didn't come back on. So this was a Saturday. So I'm here, I got my business files on there. I've got my entertainment files. I've got a lot of different files that I need on a daily basis to be able to operate, more or less. And all my backups and everything go to there. Then I offload those backups and other files onto another drive to back up the Synology, because once I found out about that bug, I was real serious about backing this up. So I've got an 8 terabyte Western Digital drive that I push using Hyper Backup all my files to it. So I'm thinking, okay, my unit just bricked itself, because everybody else was talking about, they came home one day or came to their office one day and said, the unit's off, can't power it back on. So what I discovered was, when I unplugged the unit for about 5 minutes, let it sit, plugged it back in, it would power back up. It would only stay powered up for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then it would just completely cut out. So that indicated to me, must be a failing rail in the power supply somewhere. These power supplies are special. They have their own power supplies made for their own boxes. So what I did, I had to think about it for a little while. I looked at one of my other power supplies and I'm like, well, these look like they match up. However, it's proprietary. So what I did was, and it was pretty, I guess, caveman-ish, was I took and used the original power supply to power the drives. And then I went ahead and used a Corsair 600 watt power supply to power the Synology. So right now I'm running 2 power supplies on my Synology. It's kind of weird, but I got to keep this thing running. I need it every day. I have important business consulting files on there. It accesses the entire network's file server. And now I'm starting to begin not to trust Synology's products, because it seems like there's just, many people are experiencing problems, and that's not cool. So I figured, well, I'm going to have an easy time. They're a well-known company. They do make very good stuff, and it's expensive. So I figured, well, I'll throw in a ticket and get the warranty process started. Well, much to my surprise, they want me to shell $1,000 out of my own pocket to do an advanced RMA. I don't think that's right. I'm not looking to stiff Synology. I just want to get the unit replaced. I want to get it working right again. I don't want to do this Frankenstein 2 power supply deal. That it shouldn't be working that way. That's what I'm doing to keep it up. They told me I had an option of sending my unit in first and then getting one in return for no money. And I said that's not possible because I need to have this operational 24/7. So I had them send me out a new power supply. I thought it was going to be new, and it ended up being a taken out unit from some other one. Same model number. I don't know if the revisions are different. Haven't looked. So, get the power supply in there last night. Well, as you can see, it didn't work, right? Powered it up. Hey, the blue light came on, started flickering. I'm like, oh, it's going through its boot up process. And it takes a dump, like within 30 seconds. So I wrote Synology back in the morning, said, this is very disappointing. Especially when I have a product back there that cost a pretty penny, not including the damn drives. So I went and, wrote them, explaining the situation. They came back to me, they said, well, we recommended you replacing the whole unit. Well, that's fine. If you want to advance me one out with no money out of my pocket, and I will guarantee to ship the other one back to you. But, these boxes are probably worth about $100 when they manufacture them. So it's like, it's a crap load of profit for them. And I still don't dislike the Synology products. That's not what I'm getting to. It's their support afterwards. The support afterwards is very important in order to maintain a good business relationship, not only with tech companies, but with people that are the end user consumer. So I don't know what Synology is going to do. I don't know what their recourse or their actions are going to be to help me out to get this thing fixed. It's really disconcerting to see that I have to run my Synology in a half-ass way in order to get things done. I don't want to be running it like this. It makes my rack look like shit. Okay? On top of that, it's just not best practice. So I'm hoping that Synology will resolve the issue and that we can come to some kind of agreement to make this easy, because they have enterprise stuff, but there is no difference in enterprise or this desktop version. No difference in, all you got to do is spend more money and they'll make it right. Well, what the hell is the point of a warranty then? Why don't they just say you don't get a warranty? You're taking a chance on your own. You don't get a warranty. We don't care what it interrupts. That's what they're telling me. Now, the person that is handling my support case over at Synology is very nice, and he has probably no flexibility. So I want to put that in there, that he has no flexibility. However, Synology should start thinking about what they're doing and how it's turning off customers. Because right now, I'm a consultant in the business. That's why I have this rack back there. Okay? I work out of my house. So it's kind of a bonus. It's a fun thing to do. I enjoy my career as a hobby, and I enjoy my career as working it as well. It's something that I know that I do well, and I've done it for a long time. But when I see half-assed things like this, it drives me absolutely crazy. And it makes me upset that I spent quite a bit of money on this unit behind me and not even have it 2 years. You guys remember when I did this build. It wasn't in the rack then. But you guys remember when I did this build. It was back in November of 2015. I didn't have I haven't even had this for 2 years, and it failed. And that seems to be the common problem among Synology users, that they're having these problems continuously failing before the 2-year mark is up. I don't know. Let me know your opinion. What do you think about the Synology? What do you think about the way that, if you've had experience with their warranty department, RMA, advancements, all this stuff, what do you think about it? I'm glad to be back on YouTube. It's been a long time. I've had a lot to do. I've had a lot of projects to do. I'm keeping busy. And I still have a lot of projects to do here that I haven't even been able to do. So hopefully in the next couple of days, I'll be able to post up some videos and, get it going again, because I'd like to start doing more videos again for you guys. But it's these daily shenanigans that I deal with that prevent me from doing fun videos and tutorials and, just, I guess, half-assed videos too, on a daily basis. It's just, these are the things I deal with, and they hold me up. I don't like the way my rack looks right now. It's kind of an OCD thing, right? So it's usually very well organized, but right now I Frankenstein my Synology. At least it's working. So let me know what you guys think. Hopefully I hear back from Synology today and I can do a follow-up video on what their next action is going to be. So stay tuned, and thanks for joining another edition of the Carter Hour. And I look forward to talking with you guys and doing more videos upcoming here very soon. Take care and have a great day.